What's up guys, Chuck Palmer here. In this video, I will show you how to clean the fuel injector on this 2007 Honda Civic. The process will be similar for most motor vehicle and specifically any 8th generation Honda Civic. The process involves removing the cowl panel, remove the wire harness for the fuel injectors, remove the fuel injectors, and use carburetor cleaner or fuel injector cleaner to clean the injectors. You can order these wire connectors that make the cleaning more easier, or you can make your own rig like this. I will show you how. Doing this job, I will need to disconnect the fuel line which is under pressure right now. To release the pressure, I need to remove the fuse for the fuel pump. The fuel pump fuse is located inside the car right here, and I have already removed the fuse. Now I can turn the key to the on position, and this will release the pressure in the fuel line. Let's now remove the cowl panel. You can see right here that I have removed the air intake box, but you do not have to do that. I did so to clean the throttle body. Now I will remove the cowl panel. Remove this rubber strip right here. Now I will use a clip removal tool to remove some clips holding this in place. Some of these clips will not be reusable, so it is good to have a clip set like this, and I will put a link for a set like this in the description below. All the clips are out. Now I can pop this out of place. It is held in place by some clips. Here is the fuel line for the windscreen washer. I will need to disconnect this line. Just pull to disconnect. Now there are some 12 and 10mm bolts holding this in place. There are 4 12mm bolts at the ends right here. There are 5 10mm bolts to be removed. 2 here, 2 here, and 1 in the middle here. Now this cowl panel can be removed. Remove these 2 10mm bolts holding this wire harness in place. I will use the pliers to disconnect this connector right here. I will remove this cover which covers the fuel line. It is held in place by these rubber clips. Just pull on it and it will pop right out. Now there is another connector right here to be disconnected. Now I will disconnect the 4 plugs for the fuel injectors. The fuel injectors are inside this fuel rail. The fuel rail is held in place by 3 10mm nuts. I will use this battery powered Milwaukee tool to remove them. The 3 10mm nuts are off. Now I will use a screwdriver to pry off these fuel injectors. Now it's time to disconnect the fuel line from this fuel rail. I will need to remove this white clip right here. Then use this pliers to release the clip and pull the fuel line off. If I did not remove the pressure from this line, I would have gas squirting out of this fuel line. So the fuel rail is off. You can see here that I have a little built up here. I will use carburetor cleaner just to clean the tips right here. Now I will remove each fuel injector. I will use these pliers to pull each off. The old school way to clean these fuel injectors is to use a car valve, carburetor cleaner, and a power source like a battery. What I will do, I will use a small drill bit to make a small hole in the cap. The hole should be made big enough so that this straw fits perfectly so that there is no leak or little leak. I need to remove the internal of this valve. I will use this tool to remove it. That is out. Now I need to make a small hole in this cap. It will be easier if I make the hole from the inside. The hole needs to be a little larger, so I will use the drill bit to slightly make the hole a little wider. Now this fits perfectly. It might leak a bit, but it won't affect the cleaning process. But if you want to make this seal properly, you can use epoxy. That's way more than I need, but there's no way to get it back in this tube. I will mix it up and apply it right here. Now just leave this to dry and it will be ready to use. I will not wait for this to dry because I have a good enough seal. So what I will do now, I will apply the cover to the valve, insert the straw back in the carburetor can. This fuel injector connector is available on Amazon and this makes the process easier. This is still a two-man job. It would be good to have someone to assist you to clean this. Connect one of the terminal and leave one off. Now I can connect the fuel injector wire right here. I need to clean this both front ways and back way to completely remove all particles and debris in this fuel injector. This fuel injector perfectly fits in this valve. Just push it in right there. This is where you need someone to help you. You need someone to either spray the carburetor cleaner or touch the connector to the battery terminal. I will be very creative for this to work. As you can see, that will happen. The pressure will blow off the fuel injector. I do not need much reverse clean for this fuel injector. I just need to spray it a few times. And that's enough. Now, for the forward clean of this fuel injector. I recommend removing this washer so it fits better on the valve. Now this is fit snug. I will connect the battery terminal and use a carburetor cleaner to clean this fuel injector. You can see the spray pattern here is very consistent and smooth. This fuel injector is clean. There's a little buildup of grease right here. I will use carburetor cleaner to clean it. Now I will reinstall the rubber washer and this is ready to go back on the vehicle. I will do the same for the other 4 fuel injectors. Now there are these kits that are available on Amazon that will help to make this job a little easier. This plastic piece goes directly over the carburetor cleaner. But it doesn't fit well for this can because it makes a lot of mess. But this can be used as well. You simply insert the injector right here. Put this piece over the carburetor cleaner. Push down while you tap the power source. And as you can see, it is working as well. So you can use any of these methods to clean your fuel injector. The fuel injectors are clean. Now I need to insert them in the fuel rail right here. Now I will apply these clips. Now I will install these clips that hold each fuel injector in the fuel rail. Now I will install the fuel rail. I'll ensure that I push them in all the way. Now I will use the two 10mm nuts to secure this in place. Now I will connect the fuel line. Insert until you hear a click. Now I can reinstall this cover over the fuel line connection. Now I will insert the wire connector for each fuel injector. Now I can secure this wire harness with these two 10mm bolts. These don't need to torque to more than 12 foot-pounds. Remember to install this protective clip for the fuel line. Also remember to connect this wire here and another wire over here. Remember to install this cover. Now it's time to reinstall the cowl panel. That's it for this video, guys. But before you go, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. See you on the next one, guys.